The Jazz will be back in action this weekend as we take on Dundee back at Ibrox for the first time during this campaign. After this weekend, it will be non-stop as we head into a hectic schedule that will see us playing twice a week across various competitions. The Bears may have got a boost as Rangers staff are amazed by one of our new signings in training and believe he will play a key role this season. We'll discuss, of course, who that is, whilst also going over all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to cover in today's video, but first, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Former Rangers defender Conor Goldson is having to adjust to playing in front of tiny crowds compared to Rangers according to his manager. Goldson moved to Cyprus this summer after 6 years and 309 appearances for the club and has settled into his new role at Aris. He helped his side go top of the league after 3 wins out of 3 following a 3-0 victory at Eaman Arudpool, even though they had to play for over an hour with 10 men. But the attendance was just 1,000, and the manager admitted Goldson was finding it a culture shock. He pointed out, it's not easy to play in an almost empty stadium. Conor Goldson was used to playing in front of 50,000 fans every other week when he was with the Rangers. So it's not easy for him to adjust to this, but I am happy to get the win and I thank the people who did show up for their support. In other news, former Rangers midfielder Ryan Jack has made his debut for his new club in Turkey in his first league appearance in 7 months and was booked within 10 minutes of coming on. The Scotland international was signed a deal with Obsecure, Turkish second-tier outfit Esplanade Eskapor, after leaving Ibrox this summer. He finally made his bow for his new club in a 2-1 win against Alagos Holding. Jack came on in the 62nd minute as a substitute, but was shown a yellow card 9 minutes later as his side won the game to move off at the bottom of the table after their first win of the season. The Istanbul club are managed by Mehmet Atamarka, who is now on his 19th managerial job. Jack last played in a league game in February in a 2-0 win over Livingston, and his final appearance for Rangers was in the Scottish Cup win against Ayr United in March. He played in Scotland's 2 Euro 2024 warm-up games as a sub against Gibraltar and Finland, but played no part in the Germany finals. To the main story, guys, and Rangers coaches are convinced rising star Hamza Eaman can be the next big thing after being blown away by his recent development in training, Football Insider has reported. The 20-year-old is viewed as one of the most promising talents at Ibrox after signing this summer. A source at the Glasgow Giants have told Football Insider that Rangers backroom staff have been hugely impressed by Eaman and believe he could make a big impact in the senior side, not only this season but in the coming years. Despite having played just twice for Clermont's Rangers, Hamza has been singled out as a potential top-class player by the manager's backroom staff. The source told Football Insider the coaching staff really like him and have been blown away by his development. They see something in him, he's getting compared to top players and believe he could be the next big thing at Rangers. Eaman has come off the bench twice now, but could be in line for a start at Ibrox this weekend against Dundee. Hurting Kenny Miller admits it's hard to stomach Rangers' demise as Celtic strengthen their dominance of Scottish football. The ex-Rangers striker, who pledges his loyalty to us, couldn't believe the eye-watering sums Celtic spent during the summer transfer window. Celtic, of course, did shatter their transfer record to land Adam Ida and then spent £11 million on Arnie Engels during a staggering £30 million spending spree. Celtic have enjoyed a perfect start to the campaign and have beaten us in the Old Firm derby. Meanwhile, Rangers are currently in the search for a CEO of football and a new chairman to get us back on track. And now Kenny Miller has came out in a podcast and has admitted this season already looks like a write-off for us. He says, I don't think the team or the club are in a great way. It's not been a great start to the season. It was the worst time to get that Old Firm game. If you lose that, then you've got 2 weeks of chat that people need to fill, and they are all going on to be talking about that last result. Unfortunately for Rangers, at the moment, Celtic are moving away. That's my genuine opinion, and it hurts me to say it. When you look at the last couple of days of the transfer window, Celtic just flexed their muscles. They spent £11 million, then another £6 million on a lad called Austin Trusty as well. And then they are on the bench for the game, and they're already winning 3-0 in that match. And by the way, it could have been more. So I think they flexed their muscles at the moment, and unfortunately from the top down there's been mistakes made. Whether it's been people in certain important positions, it's then led to more bad decisions because they are maybe not the right person for that role. Again, recruitment is massive. It's been talked about for the last 3 seasons. It's not to say it's not going to come good, but it needs to be good now. When Michael Beale did the recruitment last year, it didn't look great. He obviously then loses his job, and now Philippe's come in and the recruitment has been done again. It was clear to everybody that Rangers needed at least 6 starting footballers, not projects or squad players. We need to hit the ground running now. There's not a lot that's gone right over the first few months of the season. When you're 5 points behind after just 4 games, it doesn't look great. Nothing is won or lost in August or September, but you're 5 points back. It looks like a long way back. Everything needs to be improved, and you just need to find a way to claw it back again. But it just seems like this was what we always seem to be talking about. Even at this stage last season, we were 7 points back early doors, and Rangers are just having to play catch up an awful lot. Sometimes you need to just roll your sleeves up and start improving, and that's probably where the fans are feeling a bit frustrated at the moment. I hate this term, the gap. It's not about that for me. Celtic look like they are moving in a certain direction, and we're not really moving forward at all. Whether it be off the field stuff or recruitment in the team, improvements have been stalled a wee bit, but whereas Celtic look like they are moving in one direction, I never thought I'd see Celtic or Rangers spend £11 million on one player. I think Odsonne Edouard was the highest one before that. I just thought they would never spend that again, and then they go and spend it. Lastly, Amad Diallo only made 13 appearances for Rangers after joining the club on loan for the second half of the 2021-2022 season, and it's fair to say few would have predicted how his future would have panned out since then. The Ivorian showed glimpses of what he could do in Scotland, yet Clermont couldn't cement himself as a mainstay in Giovanni Van Bronckhorst's starting 11. Manchester United spent £19 million to land Diallo, then 19 from Atalanta in 2021, but before arriving at Ibrox, the winger could only deliver a return of 1 goal in 9 outings. His rise to prominence after that has been impressive, and upon returning from another loan spell at Sunderland last year, where he scored 14 times, and provided 3 assists from 39 games in the English Championship, he has begun to show why the English Giants splashed the cash on the teenager. This season, Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has put faith in Diallo, and now Manchester reports are stating that the 22-year-old is set to earn a new bumper contract at Old Trafford. Diallo produced a man-of-the-match performance against Southampton over the weekend, providing an assist for Marcus Rashford in their 3-0 win at St Mary's. He also netted against Brighton prior to the international break and has proven to be one of the club's most consistent performers. Rangers fans, what do you make of Hamza Eaman? I know you're optimistic for his future. Let me know down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Peace.